Hey beautiful, today we're making these cream cheese cookies. Now they may not look the prettiest, but they have to be one of my favorites because of the balance of sweetness and the slight tang from the cream cheese. The texture is like a combination of a cloud and a pillow. They're seriously so good. Start off by taking a medium bowl and sift in the all-purpose flour, cornstarch, baking powder, and salt. Now the cornstarch is optional, but it gives the cookies the most fluffy, tender bite. And cookies usually use baking soda or a combination of powder and soda, but today we're using only baking powder because we're going after that puffy texture. Set the bowl aside and get a large bowl out. Into the bowl, add in the unsalted butter and cream cheese, both of which should be softened to room temperature. Use an electric mixer to whip these ingredients until they've reached a pale, thick consistency. You may want to scrape down the bowl every so often to make sure you're not leaving any of the ingredients behind. Add in the granulated sugar and cream the ingredients together. It should look really fluffy at this point. Scrape down the bowl whenever needed, and then add in 1 egg yolk or half of a whisked up egg. Add in a generous amount of vanilla extract and then combine once again. The mixture will look slightly curdled when you start to combine it, but it should come together at the end. And the full recipe will be found in the description box below, so make sure to check it out. After our wet ingredients have been added, scrape down the bowl once again, and now we're going to add in our dry ingredients. Add in all of the dry ingredients in 2 parts. You could add them in all at once if you would like, but you might just end up getting flour all over your counters. Now after all of your ingredients have been added, go in with your spatula to bring all the ingredients together. You're going to notice that the dough is super soft and slightly sticky, but this is how it's supposed to be, so don't add in any more ingredients. Before it goes into the oven, we're going to be covering the bowl with plastic wrap and refrigerate the dough for at least 45 minutes. Once the dough has chilled, line a cookie sheet with parchment paper and start placing 1 tablespoon balls of dough onto the sheet. Flour your hands before doing this step to prevent the dough from sticking to your hands, and just as a heads up, this is a messy process. You're going to end up with around 14 to 16 1 tablespoon sized balls. Bake this at 375 Fahrenheit or 190 Celsius for about 13 to 15 minutes or until they've puffed up and become slightly golden. Allow it to cool slightly and dust with some powdered sugar, and we're done. Enjoy!